What is up, bros and broettes? I'm Inkslasher, and today we're going back to Black Ops 3. We're going back and looking at one of the brand new weapons in supply drops. This one's called the LV8 Basilisk. By the way, if you're looking to go for some new weapons, there's actually another triple play going on right now. You need 100 wins. The best way to get those 100 wins is to play a game like Gun Game because it's super short and you have to come in the top 3 players. It's pretty easy to do so and pretty quick to do so as well. However, today we're talking about the LV8 Basilisk and answering the question, how good is it? And this is a really interesting one because I actually don't have this weapon. A subscriber actually let me use their account. It's Rara. If you've ever come out to a live stream before, you've probably seen him play with us on a live stream. He's a very good player, and I was fortunate enough for him to let me use his account to play with this weapon. Now, this weapon, I've never used a weapon that is so freaking amazing, but at the same time, a complete piece of shit. And you'll see exactly what I mean by that when we look at the stats for it, because some of these stats are just absolutely incredible, and then other stats for this weapon are just completely awful. And hopefully by the end of this video you'll see exactly what I mean and understand why this weapon is amazing and horrible at the exact same time. But seriously, am I the only person that when I see the name of this weapon just thinks of Harry Potter?
Ron, this is it. The monster in the Chamber of Secrets is a basilisk. That's why I can hear it speak.
Like, seriously, I can't be the only one that thinks of Harry Potter when I hear the name of this weapon. But anyway, back to Call of Duty. So let's start by looking at the damage profile. And the damage profile is 30 damage up close, 29 at mid-range, and 22 at long range. Now, this ranges from a 4 to a 5 bullet kill, and many other assault rifles in this game have the exact same damage profile. They include the Peacekeeper, the FFAR, the ICR-1, and of course the HVK-30. So a lot of assault rifles with this damage profile. Now, the one main difference with this weapon is that the range is a little bit different. It drops from a 4 to a 5 bullet kill at 37.5 meters, whereas the HVK, the ICR-1, the FFAR drop off at 50 meters. Now, that being said, it's a pretty long range to still be a 4 bullet kill, and the 5 bullet kill isn't a huge deal, and you'll see why when we look at the rate of fire. So the rate of fire is really where the LV8 Basilisk really stands above every weapon in this game. Like, I am really not kidding when I say that. So the LV8 Basilisk has a fire rate of 1,000 RPM. 1,000 RPM. That is more than almost every single SMG. Every SMG but the Vesper has a worse rate of fire than that. I'm not kidding. A 1,000 RPM fire rate. It is so high and has such a quick time to kill. So like I said, it has the same damage profile as the HVK, ICR, FFAR, and Peacekeeper. And remember, the ICR-1 has a rate of fire of 600 RPM. So the LV8 Basilisk has a fire rate of over 400 over a weapon with the exact same damage profile. So this weapon is really a melt machine. It kills people so damn quickly. In fact, it has the fastest time to kill in the game, even faster than the M8A7, which is absolutely mind-blowing. So, when looking at these stats, when looking at this amazing time to kill, this decent damage profile, and an absolutely amazing fire rate for an assault rifle, how can I still say that this weapon is a piece of shit? Well, this weapon has a stat that really no other weapon has in the game, -1, and it's a sniper rifle. And what it is fire delay. So when you pull the trigger for the Basilisk, it actually takes a certain amount of time to start shooting. Now, this is called fire delay, and for this weapon, it actually takes 0.3 seconds to just start shooting. Now, when we look at the time to kill for most weapons within Black Ops 3, the time to kills range from about 0.118 seconds to about 0.35 seconds. So what this means is that most weapons in the game can kill you before this weapon even starts shooting. However, if this weapon does start shooting, you're probably going to kill the person you're shooting at. So what this means is that you want to actually stay out of short range, because in short range, most weapons have faster time to kills, and that means you won't have time to actually start shooting this weapon. So mid to long range is where the LV8 Basilisk actually reigns supreme, and on top of that, there's almost no recoil whatsoever for the LV8. But it's a really interesting mechanic how it takes a little bit to actually start shooting. Now, the problem comes in where it's 0.3 seconds, which in itself is longer than most weapons' time to kills. So that's why I say the weapon's shitty, even though though it has absolutely amazing stats. The amazing stats actually continue when we look at the other stats. The ammo, the magazine size is actually the largest out of any assault rifle at 34 rounds, which you need with a weapon that fires at 1000 RPM. Another bad stat for the weapon, though, is the reload speed. The reload speed reloads in 2.56 seconds with a bullet still in the magazine, and with an empty magazine at 2.95 seconds. That is almost the worst out of any single assault rifle in the game, so that's not a great stat. And then the rest of the stats are pretty consistent with other assault rifles. The aim down sights time at 0.25 seconds and the sprint out time of 0.3 seconds. That's pretty standard for assault rifles in this game. The sprint out time is a little bit slower, however, that being said, it takes those 0.3 seconds to actually start shooting anyway. So let's answer the question, how good is the LV8 Basilisk? As far as base stats goes, it's absolutely incredible, except for the one stat. So the one stat where it takes 0.3 seconds to actually start shooting kind of destroys this weapon, because like I said earlier, if you get this weapon shooting, you're going to kill the target you are shooting at. The problem is that most weapons kill people faster than 0.3 seconds, which means you're going to have a lot of trouble actually starting to shoot this weapon. So the keys to this weapon are your movement and staying at a proper range where people can't melt you. So the way I found easiest to actually do this is make sure you're using a stock on the weapon, and whenever you get into a gunfight, instantly start jumping. What this will cause is for your enemy to have trouble shooting you, which will give you time for this weapon to get through the fire delay and actually start shooting. And once you start shooting, then you can worry about getting on target. It's just the worry of starting shooting. Another thing I really found helped with this weapon is every single time I walked around a corner, I'd be aiming down sights and actually holding the fire button, and when I get around the corner, I may fire one bullet, but if there's someone around that corner, my gun's already primed and ready to start shooting that enemy. Now, like I said, it's a little bit difficult to get used to that, but if you are able to actually come up with a strategy to actually make sure you're firing every time you kill someone, you'll win absolutely every gunfight. It's a super interesting weapon with a super interesting mechanic. Unfortunately, this would never ever be used in competitive play, because when you're playing against really good players, they're going to be on target so quick, and it won't matter how quick this weapon kills, because it already takes 0.3 seconds to kind of ramp up and start shooting, and any competitive game mode, they're going to kill you before that 0.3 seconds of fire delay. So let me know what you think of the LV8 Basilisk. I'm sure you've been killed by it a couple times. It is a good weapon. It's just not a great weapon because of that fire delay. So like I said, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. If you found this video informative and like what you saw, it would be fantastic if you could leave a like rating. It really does help out the channel, and I really do appreciate it. If you like what you see here and you want to see more Call of Duty videos, I got plenty on my channel, and I upload new videos every single day of the week. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You can check out my Twitch, Twitter, and Let's Play channel down in the description. And until next time, guys, peace out.